Hello everybody and welcome back. So I finally picked up a few things from Haus Labs by Lady Gaga. They recently underwent a huge rebrand and I feel as though this time around it speaks a lot truer to Lady Gaga, or what I envisioned originally from the brand. I'm going to get into more of my thoughts and feelings about the original and this rebranded version of Haus Labs, but I'm really interested to see how these products perform. I've heard really amazing things over the course of the last few weeks online and in my comment section, so I'm excited to try it out for myself. Before we get into these products, I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. I just wanted to document this for myself, but I'm really proud of my hair because it did this little thing by itself. This little curl. I didn't know I could do that. My hairline is talented. So let's start off with the new foundation. I bought this right when it launched. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I really like the unit cartons that they have for these products. Although they're very clean and minimalistic, that's my favorite kind of design. This is what it looks like. Very simple, but I dig it. The more excited I am, the more chaotically I try to open the products. It's not working out gracefully for me today. I don't know why I tried to open it from the bottom. Don't ask me anything. How about never again? Oh, it's cute. It's very heavy. I didn't think it was going to be glass, but that's pretty. Not me tucking my band-aid away. I picked up the shade 145 Light Cool. So this is supposed to have a natural finish. It's long wearing, it's medium coverage, and they put a huge emphasis on this brand being clean. I just have my normal skincare down. I'll link it down below or put in a photo. Oh, I think that's gonna be like a perfect match. I'm like so good at shade matching myself online. I don't even know. Did I speak too soon? Maybe. So yes, medium coverage foundation with like a weightless feel. That's what it says on the website. So let's see how I like it. And I'm going to do a wear test today. Later on, I'm going to my mom's house to hang out with my mom and my grandma because I finally got my grandma hooked on Game of Thrones. I've been trying to get her to watch it for so long and she finally caved and she loves it. So it's been fun to rewatch the series. And yes, I did just rewatch it like in January, but I don't care. I find something new within the episodes every time I watch it. It's my favorite show. It's so fun to like relive it for the first time through my grandma. It's like exciting. So far that's going on beautifully. I don't know if it's my skincare underneath or what, but I feel like this finish is stunning. Like it's looking a little bit glowy, but I feel like it's going to settle down. It truly feels weightless. I don't feel like I'm putting anything on, and it's spreading out pretty easily as well. This has been a quick experience and it doesn't seem to be patchy. And I'm going to try to build it up in this area right here just to see how it builds. I like the name of it, Triclone. It feels like it should be a ride or something. I'm not changing anything in my application. I always go in with a sponge after using a brush just to pick up any excess and to get the most skin-like effect that I can. I let it be for a little bit while I was reading the website and I feel like it settled in quite nicely. They don't have a concealer yet, so I'm just gonna use my Milk Makeup Future Fluid. Why can't I remember this? Future Fluid in the shade 9N. Just as a side note, I've been loving this concealer. It blended into this beautifully, and it has been blending beautifully into all my foundations. Ooh, okay. So this is a promising start. I also picked up the Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder. I picked up the shade Translucent. Not any more graceful this time around either. Ooh, it's pretty chunk. So this is the packaging. It's pretty chunky. I like this little. I'm gonna take a nice fluffy brush with that to set under my eyes. So here's one side with powder and here's the other without. Immediately, I'm not wowed with it under my eyes. I feel like it's not as blurring as I would like. But maybe I used too much. I think I didn't go in with enough initially and then I went in with too much. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit less and I'm already seeing better results. But still, I feel like I prefer my e.l.f. one or the Pat McGrath But let's see what it looks like on my forehead because I do have a powder, bronzer, and highlight coming up here. So I'm gonna set the center of my face. Okay, that looked nice. That looks really nice. Ooh. Okay, I saw a big difference happen right here. It blurred out all of my pores and I think that looks stunning. I really like that on my face. And it's not rare for me to go in with a separate under eye powder and then a different one all over my face, so that's okay for me and my routine. Okay, cute. Let's see how it wears though, of course. That was fun to watch it mattify my face. I feel like I needed some powder. Now time to move on to the bronzer. This is the Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer. I grabbed the shade Light Level 2. Maybe I should have opened these prior. I thought it was going to be like a fun little unboxing moment, but I just can't do it and it's hurting my burn. Ooh. Nothing smells like anything. I don't know why my first instinct is to shove my nose in there, but it is. Great noise, Gaga! I'm going to apply that with my handy dandy blending fan brush from Moda. So, getting into what I thought of Haus Labs originally before this rebrand, I was really disappointed by it because I am a huge Lady Gaga fan. Always have been, always will be. I just love her to bits. On Tuesdays growing up after school, I would go to my grandparents with my cousin because we would have a dance lesson and we'd get home early enough to catch the top 10 music videos on Much Music. And I remember being starstruck by Lady Gaga Just Dance right when it came out. I was like, this is my new favorite song. I love her vibe. This song is amazing. And it also was fun because my dance teachers were obsessed with her too, so I often danced to her music. I admire her so much. And I also have a really fun story regarding something with Lady Gaga. I want to tell it, but not today. It has to be like a get ready with me or something, like a little story time moment, but I've been wanting to tell that story for a couple years on my channel. I just haven't yet. It hasn't been the moment. So originally, with the original launch, I really did not like it. I was super disappointed in the line. I felt like it did not speak to her at all. It just felt like something that someone just put out without her even looking at it. I don't know, it just did not feel like Lady Gaga to me at all. And when this rebrand came around, I was initially really excited by the teasers, but when I saw the first couple products, I was like, this feels just like an about face rip off kind of, just like with the little eye paints and such. But now that it's been out for a couple more months and the foundation has come out and I've seen how much more involved she has been with this relaunch, I feel like it's truly becoming hers. But yeah, I've been catching myself being excited by all of the newer things that have been launching. I loved her launch video for the Atomic Shake Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick when she was on stage. I thought it was hilarious and so her and so cute. It's such a great way to show her product. That's what really grabbed me into this brand. I was like, you know what? Yeah, she's in it this time around. I can see it more and more with every launch. Just as a side note, this bronzer is beautiful. I really love the color and it was really easy for me to apply. I was able to talk about all my feelings without any issues. I think that's nice. It's a simple matte bronzer, but it felt really nice going on. I really like how seamless it is. It's not too pigmented, so I didn't add too much. I think this is like the perfect amount of bronze, and I like the tone because it has a little bit of an ashiness to it. Like you can see where it's hitting where I have some natural shadowing going on. It looks like I put contour there. So now let's try out the highlighter. This is one of the products I was most excited to try out today. This is the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter. I like how there's the word gel in there. Ooh, this is also very fun and different. It's like holographic. That's gorgeous. And I picked up the shade Peach Quartz. I'm interested to hear what you guys think of this rebrand. I feel quite excited about it. I feel like it's starting to have its place in the beauty space. So this looks like it might be actually a little bit glimmery. It doesn't look glittery, it's glimmery. You know what I mean by that? It's not chunky, but it's not like super pearly smooth either. But maybe that's like the top layer. Let's give it a shot. I'm grabbing my Moda Glow Brush, and so far I don't like how that's going on. I don't know if I like that. Oh no. On camera it looks really pretty, but in person it's just makeup-y. It is glittery. I'm gonna say it's glittery. You can see the particles. I like the color though. It's like, it's okay. It's not the worst I've tried. It's not the best either. I feel like if it was resting in my collection with my other highlighters, this one would go pretty untouched. I think it looks really pretty on camera. Maybe if I bring you guys in as close as I can, you'll be able to see what I'm what I'm seeing, but it's like very particly and glimmery, and it's not my vibe. I feel like I am tempted to return that. That's the first product I'm disappointed in. If that came off a little harsher, I think it's because I was most excited for that product, but I'm feeling the most disappointed in that product right now. So they don't have any blushes right now, but I'm hoping that it's going to launch soon here. So I'm just going to use this color from Rose Inc. I haven't used it yet. It's the Camellia. So it's kind of like the cooler pink, which I think will suit the cooler pink lip oil I'm going to be going in with later. So let's give it a shot. I've only swatched this one. I messed up in my application. I should have gone in with a powder blush, but now I'm just gonna do my brows and prime my lids off camera real quick, and I'll be right back. For eyes, I'm a bit disappointed in myself. I only purchased one thing for eyes, and it's this charcoaly gray eyeliner. I didn't grab any of the pigment paints just because I was like, that looks like About Face or Danessa Myricks. I have so many of those already in my collection, but I didn't think one step further. They have beautiful shimmery, glimmery shades, and I don't really have anything like that in those little tubes. So next time I place an order, I might grab one of those, but I just purchased this eyeliner to see if I like the formula, and because I don't have a great eyeliner in my collection at all, so I felt like I had a gap missing there. So far this looks really cute. I opened both sides, and the brush looks actually really awesome, and it feels really sturdy as well. This is what it looks like. Usually you get the cheapest little spongy thing, or like the worst brush that you have ever seen in your life on the other ends of eyeliners, but this one feels like similar to some of the brushes I use for my eyeliners. So I'm intrigued to see how it works. So I'm gonna create a fun graphic eye look. Yeah, this brush is really proving itself. I'm gonna place a little detail thing right in the inner corner to add some extra interest. And I'm going to aim it like I'm going to connect it to here, but I'm not. It does feel a little bit sticky. Like, it's not the easiest pencil I've ever worked with, but it's opaque and it's working. I'm adding another layer just to test to see if it picks up on itself, because sometimes that happens with pencils and it's really annoying when that happens, but it didn't. So that's good news. I'm gonna leave it at that for a moment, and I'm going to take a silvery eyeshadow. I'm using my Smoke Reflect from Auric in the shade Ego. I'm just gonna use the top shadow, and it has kind of like a greenish hue, so I feel like this is gonna look cute. Just as a little topper, just in the center. I feel like it looks like armor, which is going to be fitting for Game of Thrones night. So I'm just gonna repeat it on this eye and add some mascara, and I'll be right back. And here are the eyes. I decided to add some falsies, but first the mascara I went in with was my Lancome mascara as my first little layer. And then I went in with these NYX Jumbo Lashes in the style Fringe Glam. I've been wearing these every day. They're really pretty. I have kind of been into wearing falsies again, just a little phase. It takes extra time, but I think they're so pretty. And these ones just look like curly lash extensions. They're some of the prettiest, and they have like that clear band, so they're really easy to apply and they look really good without eyeliners. But speaking about this eyeliner, it's not my favorite. I found it to be a little bit difficult to work with in the ways that I like to work with eyeliners. I feel like it will be amazing in the waterline. It does dry down a little bit fast for my tastes. I didn't have the working time I like in this pencil. That's my initial thoughts. I wanted to add a little bit of this highlighter right in the inner corner. I already did, but I just wanted to add a little bit more, just to tie everything in. That is a pretty inner corner highlight, and I'm assuming it would actually be a really pretty eyeshadow. I'm gonna put some in the center. But now all that's left is lips, and this is the only lip product I have so far from Haus Labs. It's the PhD Hybrid Lip Oil. I have the shade Tint, so this one adjusts to your pH. I'm actually going to apply it first, then I'm going to match a lip liner to it to add more structure and color. So I'm gonna go right in. So I have only used this twice. I wore it yesterday, and in my first video using it. It feels really nice, but I've gotten some feedback from you guys and you say that it dries out your lips. I haven't experienced that yet, but I'll let you know as I wear it. I really like the texture of it and I like how it turns this really cute pink. So I'm hoping it doesn't. Let's pray it suits the blush I picked. So these are the liners I think it might work with. I was like, let's maybe go for a bright pink moment or perhaps more of a subdued. And then we have this Rare Beauty one, which is same. You know what, I'm gonna do a little combo. I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty one first, and this is gonna apply a little bit weird because I am going to go over a lip oil, so it's gonna be like a softened definition. I just wanted to try something. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm just going to watch Game of Thrones anyways. And now I'm going to take MAC Talking Points. I wanted to just soften out this pink so it wasn't as neon. I think my makeup looks really pretty today. The base is Basin. Here's how everything is sitting on my face. I feel like it's gonna wear nicely. It feels very lightweight and undetectable. I'm going to go in order of application. So first starting off with the foundation. Bottle itself feels very nice and high quality. It's very heavy and luxe feeling. I also really liked how it applied. It applied quickly and it also felt really nice and lightweight. And I think my skin looks fantastic as of right now. So I'm excited to see how it wears. We'll see if it goes sideways in a bit, but I have a feeling it won't. This feels like a promising foundation and I would reach for it again. Like, I'm happy I spent the money on it this far. Moving on to the powder, this one also feels quite promising. I didn't like it under my eyes, which that's fine. Like I said earlier, in most cases I use an under eye powder and a separate face powder, but this one felt really similar to some of my favorite pressed ones, like the LYS Triple Fix or the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush one. It has that similar kind of blurring vibe and perfecting finish. I feel like my makeup still looks good and natural without it being too matte and dehydrating feeling. So that one feels promising. I would use that again. Now moving on to the bronzer. I think this is one of my favorite products I used today. It was very seamless and easy to use, and I really liked how it kind of sculpted my face as well. The color is perfection in my eyes and on my face. It blended out beautifully. There's no harsh edges. I found it to be perfectly pigmented, so it wasn't too sheer nor too pigmented. It was just that perfect amount. For the highlighter, this is the product I'm most disappointed in. I found it to be way too glimmery and just not my tastes. I think it does look pretty on camera, but I am so particular with my highlighters and I just know I will go without using this. It's just not for me, and that's okay. And now for the eyeliner, I don't exactly know how I feel about it just yet. I like the color. It was consistent and it's opaque. It didn't pick up on itself, but even so, it was a little bit tricky to use in some instances. I found it to be a little bit tuggy. I feel like I might have to just get used to it, develop a different technique with it, but as of right now, not my favorite, and I don't really see myself wanting to pick up any more shades. And lastly, for the lip oil, as it is right now, I think it's beautiful. I like how it adjusts to my lips, and my camera just cut out. The battery died. If it continues to look like this and it doesn't dehydrate my lips, I feel like this is going to be one of my favorite things from the brand. It's so pretty. I love how it adjusts to that perfect pink. It's so cute. But all in all, I feel like this has been a success. A lot of the products I see myself using once again. There's just a few things that I don't completely love, and that's okay. But now it's time to check in with future Julia to see how this makeup wore. What do you think of my foundation and powder?
I think it highlights imperfections.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in my studio anymore.
I like it.
I have a new bronzer on too and highlighter.
Maybe it's the highlighter doing it actually, because when I look at your skin below your cheek, it looks great. So maybe I like the foundation. I think it's the highlighter, the blush I don't like.
Oh, the blush too?
Maybe.
Yeah, because I
don't like the blush
at
all.
Oh.
That's actually my firm opinion is that,
you
know, I'm a blusher.
Yes,
I'm a
me
blush
too.
aficionado. Not my favorite blush or highlight.
Yeah, the highlight is a new one and I didn't like it.
Okay.
But the blush is a formula that I do like, but I fucked up the application. I put it over powder. So that's probably why.
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. Actually, I like the foundation very much.
Yeah.
In the spots where you don't have
It's
bronzer.
Lady Gaga's rebranded.
You
stuff.
cutie! Like you got
Hi guys. You're probably wondering why I'm soaking wet. Well, I got caught in the rain. It was the most intense rainstorm I've seen in a long time. And just like 5 steps to my car, I was soaked. So this makeup really went through it tonight. So I did blot my face once because I did feel like I was getting oily, which is quite normal for my routine. So this is what it's looking like after, oh, I don't know how long it's been now. I think I finished filming around maybe noon or 1. I had kind of a later start. So a 9-hour wear, so not bad. I feel like everything is still intact. You know, I went through high stress of Game of Thrones. I ate like a mad woman. I ate my mom's supper that she made like I've never seen food before. So it's definitely faded around my mouth. It was noodles, so, you know, splashes happen. And, you know, the rainstorm. So this is a pretty good first wear time. I will say that this is the worst the concealer has worn. I believe it's because this powder isn't like strong enough for me, or maybe it's the foundation that's a little bit too serum like for my skin type. I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna have to try either with a different powder or a different foundation. The eyeliner wore great. It hasn't faded or anything like that. It lasted through the storm. The bronzer, good wear time as well. My mom was really not a fan of the highlighter, neither am I. It's not my favorite. I feel like it stands off my face a little bit, but maybe it's just this specific shade. So I think this was a pretty good first impression. I feel like my original thoughts still stay the same. I just am hesitant on these two products. I need to try them out again together and separately with a different powder or a different foundation. And my lips don't feel dried out. They feel normal, but I feel like it might be extended use that this makes your lips feel dry. But that's my first experience with these products, but please keep tuned for my monthly roundup after I've had a chance to use these products more. But yeah, I think this has been pretty successful. Now back to past Julia for my outro. And that is all for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give this video a like. It would mean so much to me. And of course, I'll link all of the products I used in today's video in the description down below. So feel free to check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!